the story applies to what
absurd
kind of
one-star
content you're
hotel
making.
reviews I can
Never been harder.
It's like important to surprise your audience.
So I don't know if you've read Mastery by Robert Greene yet. This book right here. Come here. Look at this. All right. If you haven't, you absolutely need to listen to what this guy said today. All right. I mean, he didn't say it today, but you get what I'm saying. He said, in the end, the money and the success that truly last come not to those who focus on such things as goals, but rather those who focus on mastery, fulfilling their life's tasks. This is something, my friends, that I've noticed for myself firsthand.
And look, if we're being honest with each other here, it makes sense, right? I mean, how many times, if we're being honest, did you chase the money only to realize that you kind of hate whatever it is that you're doing over time?
And sure, you make money along the way, but again, you realize it doesn't cure all things. Then on the flip side, you have this other idea of like, all right, so what you're saying, Raylen, is that I should just focus on my passion, follow my passion, and everything will be all right. No, also, you can be really interested in music and you suck. Like, you just suck at making music and you'll be broke. And I guess follow your passion. It's not exactly what I think the book is saying, and it's also not what I've personally noticed in my own life. Oh, you know what? See, this is why they invented this thing. There's the magnet to go through your shirt, and then there's the clip. Like, what am I using the magnet for? Smart. All right, so on the other side, you have this idea of following your passion. Those people, I don't think, have it right either. Because you also, like I mentioned earlier, could do something you're really passionate about, but maybe you suck at it and you can't make money. So now you're broke, and it's okay, you're following your passion, but you're also broke. So I think there's a bit of a balance, right? There's the balance between where your skill set lies, the thing that you would love to do all the time, but also balance that with, it's a skill set other people want to hire. And I think that's where, for me anyway, I've just settled with, what would I do for free? Like, I'm still gonna charge for this, but what would I do for free? And I think that ultimately is what has worked the most for me. So on Wednesdays, I come in the office here at Keep headquarters in Chandler. And I like it because on Wednesdays, there's not a lot of people here. It's super quiet. I can get some things done, but also it's already been a long day. And I think maybe I could talk a little bit about that too. So like, also I have a 9-to-5 job and I have a business, and I do both pretty much full time. Okay, so I work a lot, and I get this question a lot of like, why? And when I tell them it's not for the money, I think people are often shocked. Like, they can't comprehend. And I think maybe not for their own, well, yes, to the fault of their own. They're in a 9-to-5 job they can't stand doing. They don't enjoy doing it. They want nothing to do with it. And then to imagine a world where you then do something else on top of that seems ridiculous. But that's not how it works with me. Like, I've sought out this job. I sought out this company to work with simply because I loved their mission and what they're doing. They're doing some crazy stuff when it comes to software, and I want to be a part of it. And it also helps that they really love that I'm still an entrepreneur. I'm still out there doing what I'm teaching people here to do. And so it is this thing of, don't tell them this, but I would work here for free. And I also, the consulting workshops I do, I would do for free. The work that I do with selective clients, like there's some clients I wouldn't do it for free, but there's some clients that the stuff that we do for them, I would do for free. So it fits, right? Like, yes, I can make money doing it and I enjoy it. I've also done the reverse though. I've also done it to where I chase the money. I had a money goal instead of a, hey, what I really like. There's a guy, actually, I have to drive to my mother-in-law's to help them unpack a sauna. And the person I'm meeting there is Joe Polish. And Joe Polish is, I think, one of the perfect examples of this, in that he just does stuff he enjoys doing. Like, that's his, I think, I'll ask him flat out, but like, I think that's one of his major factors if he does a deal or if he works with somebody is, hey, would I like doing this? Does this sound fun to me? And he also makes a crap ton of money. So I feel like it must check out. See, my mother-in-law texts me, meet my house at 2:50. Yes, Mom.
Joe's Sprinter van. I'm coming. I gotta get some video of this, my man.
I thought you were in
it.
Like,
No.
where are you?
So I also want to put it on video that you said that we could borrow it. So.
I never said that.
Ah, damn. Damn.
What are you talking about?
Also, real quick, how much? Random question about how much goes into consideration. You're about to do a deal or something, right? And how much do you consider how much fun you're gonna have doing it, and your decision making and actually going through with a deal?
Like any deal, or you mean like
Any
this?
deal, like working with a business.
Well,
how much does that
if
go
there's
into
not alignment there, if you feel like you're pushing a string uphill and you don't have gravity, metaphorically speaking, working in your direction, like I don't want to swim against the stream when it comes to doing deals. So, you know, doing things right versus doing the right thing are two different things. So a lot of people do deals right, but there's no such thing as a good deal with a bad partner. So there's got to be mutual respect, appreciation, and expansion. Anything that feels contracty or contraction, you know, work that out in the beginning before you go through with it. And some people, you know, there's no ever pure 50-50 deal. There's always inequities in relationships, but you don't want to be doing 90% of the rowing when someone else is doing 10% of the rowing. But in terms of fun, yeah, I mean, like, if you can't have humor and laughter and fun in something, it's, you know, business is too difficult to have it be a complete drag.
Also, side note, you have a freaking outdoor shower built into this thing?
Yeah, you can do outdoor shower. There's an indoor shower too. So up here, you well, this is a shower head. This, you know, I'll un-Velcro it, but this pulls out, and then that becomes a enclosed shower, and the water goes into here, which also has a portable toilet built in.
You gotta like empty that bag. That's gross. You gotta like empty it and stuff.
Well, I've never used.
And you got your face in the toilet.
I love how it's like talking in Chinese. Like that makes. Wow. Will you please shut up, Siri? I mean, what is going on here? Did you trigger that, Raylen?
No.
So yeah. So see, you need a picture of me.
Yeah, on the toilet, of course.
And
Yeah.
that's the shower. So that's this little portable toilet you take out anywhere. But I've never used it once.
Sick, dude. So I am fully aware that I should be excited for this, but I'm not. I don't have any interest in running. I don't want to do this. I don't want to run. I don't like running. And I know it's good for me. But again, I have no interest in this. Anyway, and not to mention too, like my knee is still all jacked up from running, and I've been watching some knees over toes guy, so I might do some exercises actually before I run to see if I can, it'll help my knees. But anyway, yeah, so again, for those that don't know him, the guy you just saw, Joe Polish, friend of mine, owner of Genius Network, cajillionaire, not really, I mean, he does pretty well. But even him talks about like the idea of flow. Like if you have to force a contract to happen, you have to force, you know, somebody working for you and working with you, it never works out. And so again, this is where it comes back to not even really about chasing money, but like, is it fun? Is it worth doing? Is there passion involved? And I've seen it like firsthand from Joe and who he selects to work with. By the way, I know this probably looks weird, but I'm currently doing tib raises. I don't know if you've ever done these before. Again, I saw it on a knees over toes guy video. I'm hoping it helps my knees. But I've seen it firsthand from Joe. Like he first priority is like, how fun is this gonna be? Yes, of course, is it gonna be lucrative, right? Is it gonna turn into money for me, whatever? But then the number one part that he talks about with like elf versus half, and I did a video with him not too long ago about elf versus half. Elf is easy, lucrative, fun. And the first part of his thing, his like measurement for like, is he gonna do work with somebody? Is it gonna be easy? Because too often we have this idea of like, I have to work really hard for this. And listen, if a relationship is really hard to deal with, then it's probably not the right relationship. That goes for like romantic relationships too, I guess, but I already lost count. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys.
But yeah, secondarily to, on the easy, lucrative, fun scale, is lucrative, and it's number 2, because it is important, right? But it's not number 1. I think that's so key, like, because you can have, according to Joe, what's considered a half client, easy, oh, that's the wrong one, hard, annoying, lucrative, meaning you make a bunch of money, and super frustrating. That's not ultimately what you want, right? Like, you want a bit of a balance here for what we're trying to do. Now, I need to put this camera somewhere so I can still talk to you while I'm walking and preparing for this terrible workout. Let's see if I can get some fancy B-roll. Hold on. Will that be high enough? No, I don't think it is. Whatever. I don't know how this is gonna look, but I don't really care. So I'm down to, how many weeks do I have left? I think like 8 weeks until the Spartan Half Marathon. And there's a couple, I'm not gonna lie guys, there's a couple points where I might have took my foot off the pedal, workout a little busy. And so unfortunately for me, like, I have to have a crazy challenge and like be like worried like that's too close. So like now, instead of like easing into this half marathon, I'm like, well, I'm at a point now where I gotta be able to do like 7-8 miles. So that's just what we're gonna do. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck, but I think it's supposed to suck. At least that's what I keep telling myself. But also, like I made another video, maybe I'll put it in the description, but I made a video on how me and Kayla tried to do 75 hard. And so I might spin that back up and try to complete that one again. I think I don't remember how many, I think like in 10 days we ended up stopping that. But also just bad timing. And I know everyone says, oh, okay, this is bad timing, but it really was. Like it was right after our daughter was born and she wasn't sleeping. She's still not really sleeping unless she's with us in the bed. And so we weren't really sleeping. So imagine a world where you get 75 minutes. For those that don't know 75 hard, it's 2 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outside. Reading, which that part wasn't hard. Stick to a diet. That wasn't really that hard. No drinking. That one really wasn't hard. The hard part was the time of it all and recovery, because we were, up all night with Mila, not sleeping. And then I go to work, do whatever. I'm still working 2 jobs, right? I work here, have my business, have to come home, and then we would get our 75 minutes in. And then by that time, it's 9 o'clock, whatever. The stick to the diet part, out of everything other than the workout, was the hardest, one of the hardest, even though I literally just said it was easy. It was kind of hard, simply because of the fact that I only eat once a day right now. So, I wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping, so the recovery was really shitty. And we still had to cram all this time. And then her and I, my wife and I, didn't have that much time together. So anyway, 10 weeks in, we were like, yeah, what are we doing here? So, but because I didn't finish it, it's in the back of the old noggin, right? Like, you quit, you gotta go do it again. So I think that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're gonna boot up here. So some final notes in this. No, I do not think you should just follow your passion. Forget about the money. Just all you should care about is what you're interested in. I think instead, what you should do, what I'm doing, and what seems to be working pretty well for me, is take your passion, make sure it's something that you would want to master. Like, what's the thing that you can obsess over? Like for me, that's why it's a part of our business mission statement, is to help people remove their obstacles and excuses as to why they can't achieve personal freedom. That I would do for free. And there's many different formats for that, right? Like I think about how in the book, Robert Greene's talking about Leonardo da Vinci and how he himself had many different skill sets and tools that he was interested in, and the methodology, he wanted to be free, but there was an end result to that. It was just mastery of something. So for me, the thing that I obsess over, that I'm passionate about, but also I'm getting pretty darn good at,
is what are the things I could do through workshops in my business and working here at Keep? How can I help people remove the obstacles and excuses to personal freedom? That's what I want to master. And it just so happens that I'm passionate about it. The skill set's there. It's the thing that I can constantly improve on. And it doesn't ever get boring to me because, like, for example, YouTube is a skill set that I can constantly get better at, but it's also a tool, it's a vehicle to help me get people out of their own way, right? And achieve that personal freedom. It's just a little fun, more fun to maybe just watch a YouTube video than go to a workshop and pay me a bunch of money to do that. But the other factor to this is when you focus on the passion, when you focus on the self-mastery, the money seems to just come. And it's people and it's the products and it's the services that's really enjoyable to do. You can absolutely make money doing stuff you don't want to do. It's just not for me. Maybe it is for you. I don't know. What do you think about this concept? Let me know in the comments. I think I'll finish this. Let me actually start this workout, I should say. So I don't die in 8 weeks when I do the Spartan half marathon. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. With that being said, actually, real quick, don't leave yet. If you're still here, I appreciate you. I'm gonna put a video right here, if I haven't already, that if you liked this topic, you should check out. I think it'll be good for you. Go watch it. Let me know how you think about it. And now I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.